microphone. That doesn't help. Good day, good morning, good evening, whatever time it's. Hey, welcome to my floor. I'm Luna, and I'm gonna play some more Genshin because I am invested in what's happening, and I want to know. I can do that at least. And get one. We'll see if I can maybe get both at some point. There we go. Okay, we were like stuck in somewhere where we weren't supposed to be? In Nefer's mind, maybe? The unknown space or whatever. So I guess I spelled. I guess I want answers. That's the main thing. I want answers, and I'm spilling tea on myself. Yep, I've done this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna skip through this because we did just do this. Just yesterday. Oh, tea is so good. Tea makes my life worth living. Not just tea, but like... Oh my god, I love tea. If I do this... Okay, I think this should be fine. There we go. Happened once before when she first started doing this, and to be fair, she was also feeling emotions now. And she's gonna find water. And we're gonna do something. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, I'm tired. My back is tired. Strange. Only thing I've done today is vacuum, so it shouldn't be. Okay, we're back. Haha. Where are we going? Where are we? Does that make me faster? I'm honestly not sure. I keep doing it because of Arlecchino. Because of Ma'am. But okay, so we're obviously back in... Yeah. Ooh! This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. Back in Sumeru, and it's that there's someone up ahead. It's time for a little chat. Yeah. That first village, right? Retenu. I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that... Oh, it's him. There you are. Sinuhe has been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you. Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retenu? Hiding away somewhere loose change? I know I saw some water. What do you mean loose change? Come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing. Talk to a Peppy. That sounds like a Peppy. Yeah, it's definitely that place. So we're getting some backstory for her. Interesting. Hey kid, you mind telling me what Sinu has been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in. Get in his good books? Why, what do you want with my dad, Uncle Peppy? Oh, her dad. I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I need his approval. A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retenu says my dad's looking for me. Oh, wait. Well, there's plenty of time. I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting here warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done. Pile of stones? Got it. My throat is still not entirely back. Nor is my nose, but we'll get there. Oh, not what I expected. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retenu said you were looking for me. Sinue. Oh, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me. My nose is really not happy. Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad? It's just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back, which means... we have a well again! That's right, I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us a good while. If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in, and you wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources. As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardships and poverty, into better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now, squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this after this if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. My nose is really not. Okay, maybe. Hopefully, that should be enough. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert. So you're the academia's helper now? Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress. So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador? Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new, somewhere better. Can I go through here? Nope. Yeep. I wonder why we're getting her backstory now. Like, why is it relevant to the plot? That's our well. You know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences. Do you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? We're either brave or stupid or both. And that special ambassador act. Yeah, nice try. We spoke to academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat. Or someone tricked him. That could also be it. Is he dead? They look dead. I heard Jehovah gasp. But I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says. Halil. This is Sinue, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail. As I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. The sandstorms the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title as of special advisor and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. Oh, I have no dropped frames. Okay, great. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible. Looks like the letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. The writer died. So her father. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. The whole village was butchered over a sip of water. Yeah, that seems bad. Uncle Antu. That's a different one. Oh, officer, welcome to our humble village. Mahamatra. Mahamatra? No. Not Sino. I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations. No, but this is the finest wine Adu village has to offer. I promise. Yeah, Adu village, that's what it was called. What a spoiled little thing. Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village, but I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in the desert possesses serious academic potential. Please have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talents go to waste. I don't recognize her. New arrival? She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you. So, where are you from? Nowhere special? Just a sand dune? What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there? Just the one. It's only you? Correct. So no brothers or sisters? No mother or father? Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and sisters. Apart from that, I have no family. All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. What exactly are you planning to do with them? Never. You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller. Racist. Her character design would be a lot cooler if she actually was dark-skinned, though. I do agree with that. Talk to the advisor. We need more actually dark-skinned characters. Playable characters. Oh, so many books. 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 Never. This term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly. Conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic. Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on. Oh, please ask away. Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I am a weak student? A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp. So why would hers be easier? I think what you're saying is a weak student would have noticed a discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload. You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that. Because of where I come from. Because I'm different. I'm sorry, Nefa. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions. What's the other one? I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it? Ah, your family wrote to you? Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you. Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collected it. The house of Diana, I suppose. I know there's a box of unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start. Ooh, did not mean to do that. Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor. Don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything. Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful and leaves the losers to suffer and die. Oh, my dear child, don't tell me you've given up on life already. I haven't. I just think you want me to, that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful. Successful. Where to next? The letters. That's where the unclaimed letters end up? That seems weird. This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. And probably some letters that ended up here by mistake, too. Let's take a look. So she's looking for the letter her father sent. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormus. Looks like it's from a Corps Authority representative. What a strange thought, a bunch of merch losing sleep over rundown buildings. This one was never even opened. Guess the recipient didn't care about what the Corps Authority had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the name, but it must have been a what, Professor? This one's addressed to the Amurta sage. The title is Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms. Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations? Guided by the incense? Yes. We became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles, looking for a branch to seek refuge on. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the descriptions of incense poisoning. The Amurta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances, but I believe there are still people getting away with it. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected? Wait, what's written on the back? It's so small. The note said, the sender authorized this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. Stamped by the Grand Conservator of the House of Diana. Sure. This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Zanari's educational policy. In recent years, academia has taken on a small number of students from the desert region, as per the policy to this effect. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers. Indeed. We saw that just now, which is... then there's no point. As well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring, they do not even have the full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, I think I'm gonna have to switch over to actual voiced, because my voice is breaking. I ask you, is the lip service you pay to the policy of education for the desert students truly the standard of pedagogy, right? To which the academia aspires? As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative? Is that how you spell prerogative? But do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself and others and listen to some alternative options. Great letter. Shame it didn't go anywhere it needed to go. And the sender is... huh? Sage Cyrus of Spantamad? I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me had it in this place. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spantamad end up. Nice one, Grand Sage. Really enlightened leadership. Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. Moving on. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it did, where else would it end up if not in this box? I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. It must have been years since someone last went through it all, and this is just one box. The whole house of Diana is boxes on shelves. I don't believe for a second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Who has that much free time on their hands? Oh my god. So, the biggest archive in Sweden is like ridiculously big. But they were like, okay, we are trying to digitize some of the contents. But if we were to like actually digitize everything, it would take so many people so many years. I mean like 100 years at least. You know, in order to do that they're like, it's not actually feasible at this point. Wait, could this be it? Least fancy envelope in the box, written on crude quality paper. And of course it would be right on the bottom of the pile. I need to clean my screen. Clearly no one gave this letter so much as a first glance, let alone a second. The handwriting on the envelope looks very familiar. Greetings. Hello, my name is Sinuhe. chief of Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleagues as aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. Don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. You seemed very pleased and told me your name. Okay, wait. Actually get the dialogue.
Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear
Details, so we could stay in touch.
In my tribe, learning a person's true name is a serious business, and I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details so we could stay in touch.
The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times, and I would like to ask for your assistance. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice but to venture into Iyab and Unut territory in search of an alternate water source. The Iyab and Unut are descended from the Thamudians, while we trace our ancestry to Tulatala. We worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes up until now. I found a well belonging to the Iyab tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to incur their wrath. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
This makes me wonder if, like, the person who, like, accepted her once upon a time in Aru village, did they actually recognize her name, or was it a pure coincidence?
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts.
That's sad. I understand why she would be a bit disillusioned. I'm still not sure how this fits with the rest of the, like, story, though.
Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done.
She getting revenge? She gonna suddenly go revenge for all of them? I mean, if there's anyone you should get revenge on, it's racists, right?
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, all right?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Is she gonna take revenge on her too, or are they actually friends?
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it, it's fine.
But never...
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
That's dark. Oh, okay. Wait. There we go. Stopped working for a bit there for me. Okay. Is it Adu Village or somewhere else? Lab Chief. I swear I've been here too, though. At some point. Almonds.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Eab people.
Yeah, so she's definitely lying to them.
The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Yeah, she definitely is looking for revenge.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Iab.
I mean, just because something is like important for research doesn't mean it's important for everyday people.
We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
Oh, she's definitely not telling you the truth, but you won't find any of our people.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the Academia. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying some Iab hospitality?
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and I trust you are as well.
This is making me weirdly anxious. Like, what is she up to?
So let's indulge in a few drinks together, in celebration of this momentous occasion.
And later, the Iab drink the night away. The prospect of their new wealth is almost... But then when the new dawn, it brings some shocking news.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut.
The prospect of their new wealth is almost as intoxicating as a wine.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Iab's military superiority, and yet...
So she... They've taken the well. Yeah. So she tricked both of them.
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
She is putting them against each other. I got it. Like, break them down from the inside.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get away with this. That well is ours, and so is the mora.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
Like,
If there
cracks
is
when I
a
did that.
traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home. I'll report back as soon as I have an update.
Much obliged. Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Eab, yes?
So this is what happened beforehand. Got it.
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief. If you were the Academia, what would you do?
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The Eab have held back our academic pursuits for too long, and our patience is wearing thin.
That's not really how it should go, though. People in power shouldn't be like, oh, you know how we're gonna solve this? Off everyone that's in our way. This is really not very
At the same
nice.
time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, it'd start a bloody war.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Eab, which makes you our natural allies. Natural allies? Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well, and our offer is 50 million mora.
See, I understand she's getting revenge and stuff, but also, not everyone that is doing this now was there to do this when she was a kid, right? It feels like she's also taking revenge on people that aren't actually related to the thing that started it.
Say no more. I believe we have an understanding.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the mora's yours. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will believe anything.
Where am I going? Over there. Okay. I should actually do this. Yes. Straighten up the screen. Makes me actually get to see things more clearly. Oh, birdie! Are her heels made of crystal? Like, is that what that was?
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke.
She's also a little crazy, isn't she?
I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor.
Hello.
It's a better place without all these people around.
How are you doing, Dazook? Nice to see you again. How are you?
Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, a chief needs to be tough to survive.
No, you're not in Nefertiti. I mean, we're in her mind, right? Her memories. Kind of the same thing.
But you couldn't do what had to be done.
Who are they?
So I did it for you.
Nefer,
Oh, us.
it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
You got this, Yehoda. It's your time to shine. Did I get the communist donkey? I have not yet, but that is my plan after the stream has ended. Cause I gotta get into, like, I'm not logged into Steam on the like the web site. It's free until tomorrow. Got it. I will get it today.
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place?
Yeah.
Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Lauma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
Understandable.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead.
Is this situation about to reach a conclusion?
Yes.
Is it?
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
I've been to a similar place with a friend from the desert before. One? We've been to a lot of temples, my dude.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe it, but looking back now, I'm as desert as they come.
You mentioned a temple. What's waiting for us there?
Her voice is so slow.
My biggest trade secret of all.
Is this where she found the memory thingy?
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into other people's minds.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Well, considering he also was like all about knowledge and the the weird forbidden knowledge and stuff, that makes sense. I know and the seven pillars and stuff, they're major figures in the desert belief system too.
Sounds impressive.
I have some friends with connections to this stuff, specifically with Hermanubis.
Ah, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
Well, we have a couple of others too, but yes.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
That's the one I was thinking of.
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way.
You sure know your stuff?
Please, this is the bare bone basics. Save the flattery.
They are both of the desert in weird ways, so makes sense.
Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in. With any luck, that's our exit just up ahead.
The necklace is not going where it should. Ah! It's interesting that, like, all of my playable characters aren't here, but I still get the dragon. Why is that joining me? I mean, I'm not complaining, it's cute, but that doesn't make any sense. So many music is so nice. Okay, nope. It's gonna start moving. That's one of the things we haven't had, really. Any of the statues moving.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm
Why?
totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look at that statue, for instance. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
Looks like something out of King Deshret's museum.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret.
Wasn't Thoth actually an Egyptian god? Am I misremembering the name? Anyway.
Let's take a look.
Yee. Let's go. It's made of crystal. Yes. Thoth was an Egyptian god. Yay! It's funny. Ooh! It's the cat! The cat is how she got her power?
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
They have the same headpiece.
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Ooh, that's not part of her memories, I don't think. That's the thingy. I forgot the name.
Hold on!
Is him? Yeah, it's him.
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Super ironic with this being like a Deshret temple and stuff. What was that?
How repulsive.
Dane! That's Dane, right? Maybe? Hello. Yes, Dane. Wait, I'm gonna answer you in a moment. Wait. Does this mean he's locked in there or just cut off from them? That was quite a abrupt end. He's locked in. Wait. For now. You're playing Pokemon Sapphire? Oh, fun! Pokemon games are really cozy somehow. Colorina, yeah! Okay, so, also what I was gonna say.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I?
This is just me being nerdy as heck, but if what I remember from my university courses is correct, like old like Egyptian, ancient Egyptian, was written like the hieroglyphs didn't have vowels. It was only consonants. So like Thoth and those, we've kind of guessed what the vowels are. We don't actually know if that's how they were pronounced. If I remember this correctly, I might be wrong. You're procrastinating your Fire Red save on Switch, so you're playing Sapphire on your phone. Why not? Procrastinate one game with another. I'm here for it. Yeah, they didn't have vowels. I'm right. Yay! Yay! I remember something from school. I also remember the bad bird. It's very strange, the things I remember from that course. Anyway. You certainly did, thank you.
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved.
You didn't even go to school for that? No. I mean, I took a course in ancient Egyptian language and literature. It was like a very short course once, and we got to learn some like hieroglyphs and stuff. I don't think you necessarily need to have taken a course for that to be knowledge you have. It was just like, yeah, I took a lot of random courses. I took that one, and I took Celtic literature as well. Also very fun. I read about Cuchulainn and stuff. My bachelor is weird, I'm telling you.
I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
That they
I
are.
take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
Also, that means that, like, out of all the people he knew as a child, he was the only one who wasn't corrupted by the Abyss. Like, of the people he, like, grew up with, that's really sad.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
What fragment did we get? Because I'm still unsure of that. Like, it said a fragment of Rerir, but like, where did we get this fragment from?
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
I don't think that's the part that doesn't make sense. I feel like your thoughts in this game are as much a part of you as anything else, so they would leave a trail.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King.
Ibis King.
You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light.
Was it new?
The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins.
Did she send the assassin then?
As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King.
Yay.
He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis.
Cool.
With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth, but I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any humans, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. Few gods are willing to admit this.
I'm gonna say that I think that's one of the things that I find fascinating with like religions that aren't monotheistic, like the Greek gods or something like that. The gods are human in a lot of ways. I also find it funny that she's saying this in front of one of those gods. Because Columbina's there.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including
Oh, wait.
fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a
I'm not
select
hearing
few.
anything.
As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
There we go. Now I have sound too. It's the same with all the powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly pointed out, this is an act of favoritism. Yeah.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
Before long, the group is gathered in the office. Something. Why is it so fast? And not with any voice? You little
Thank
cutie.
you all for being here.
Before long, the group is gathered in the office. Those too busy to attend to inform the others of their movements.
As promised, I did some further investigating into the Raker of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions or comments for the end.
Nephew narrates Rerir's backstory to the group. At the Vinster King's behest, he gathered intelligence and assassinated descendants of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Unwilling to take down his beloved Dolindis, who was secretly of Crimson Moon heritage, he got dragged into court politics. Vedifilnir's voice, which spoke to him of his fate, was like a reflection of the moon. Though he could not disturb the waters to gain some temporary relief, he was powerless to erase it entirely. Though he could, sorry. In contrast, Rerir's own life was like a reflection of a broken moon. Once the stormy winds of fate blew across the water surface, it was utterly destroyed. Dolindis smuggled away a piece of the moon before disappearing through that mysterious portal. It was passed down through the ages, finally falling into the hands of the knave. Yeah, Allergino. But what lies on the other side of that portal? Is it really a whole other world? Dolindis never had the chance to share what she found there. Neither did Rerir, who followed her in.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions.
It does not.
No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry.
I feel like what he did before he became this insane thing also means he doesn't really get to be without blame.
He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerear's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Moon Gate.
Miss Lama, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown.
And the moon we see is still not real.
The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
Doesn't tell us what we'll find on the other side.
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rayhir of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway.
My question as well is, would the two of them still be there? Like, could they actually... Sorry. Like, could the sane parts of Rerir and Tolindis be brought back through this portal to, like, restrain him, or is that not possible?
I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rayhir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments.
Yeah.
With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Question is then, is that, like, unknown force the Abyss that ripped him apart? Because that would also explain why the Abyss is so drawn to it.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
Unless it's moon power that's ripped him apart. Like celestial power, because the Abyss does seem to want to take over that. Anyway, yes, tea. Sipping tea.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything.
Also, I'm not, like, this is just me theorizing a bunch of different things out loud because I have no answers and I want the answers, please.
This raises some interesting questions.
Yes.
I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation.
Yeah.
Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
What is that, though?
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset.
I mean, this was one of his best friends. Of course he's upset. And when is he not upset? Bane is just generally emo. But yeah, this has given us information, but nothing that tells us how to actually defeat him.
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
Your friend executed children. I don't know.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
I understand that he lost a friend, but his friend was not necessarily a very good person.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
Definitely.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Well, what is the next step?
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan.
Back at the hotel, you sit with Paimon for a while and discuss what lies ahead. Lies. Lies. I don't know why I thought that was just ironic.
Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation.
It's fine, come on in.
No need. Come on, let's talk outside.
He's like, it's too stuffy.
Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of.
Why would you want to go... Like, I understand it's like... maybe you want to go somewhere that's, like, more private or whatever and talk outside? Why would it be in the hallway rather than going out, then?
Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Not very long.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will. Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us?
Obviously he's conflicted, but I also think he is actually a decent person and he will help. I'll see what I can do.
Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start.
What is it?
We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, please ask away.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
Indeed.
All right, so here's what we're thinking.
We're not gonna get to hear it, are we? Nope. In a hushed voice, Vodka lays out the current plan. It's a shocking plan, but nothing can face the greatest traveler and trustiest travel guide in Tevat. It doesn't take you long to get behind it.
We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly,
you.
None of us are your boss. You're well within your rights to refuse if you so choose.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Rayher of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
Yes. And also, this is what we do in every country. Don't worry.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
He has a voice.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
And we're not getting to hear it again. Hey.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready.
I understand that it's because not knowing the plan will make it more exciting for us. But then don't have us actually go through the thing where they're like doing the plan if they're not giving us any information about it.
To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Rayher of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal.
Yeah.
As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
This entire plan comes at the sake of everyone's safety. I understand not wanting someone to be reckless, but you can't talk about safety in a situation like this at all.
Well, I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Darka gives a very knightly bow and says he'll see you at the hotel again later. He has arranged for everyone to meet and finalize your plan of action. Sorry. I have almonds in my mouth. In an effort to lighten the mood, you booked out the hotel for this meeting so you could all chat over a drink. As the false moon rises in the sky, you and Paimon leave your room, discussing whether Paimon has any other options than fruit juice. Do you have any other options? It's not like you drink. Everyone is already there waiting for you. They're chatting and smiling. Clearly the rest has done them good. As well as the existing crew, some unexpected help has arrived. Still, you remain conscious of the fact that the future of Nordcry rests on what is decided tonight. So many lives are at stake. You may never meet most of them, but whether they know it or not, all of them are counting on you. Discuss the plan. Oh, okay.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. how can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows.
Okay.
Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space.
Okay.
So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he
What
seems
does
to
that
have a
mean, though?
particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time.
Yeah.
Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies.
Which makes him blind, I think.
Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks,
Yep.
and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
And we have the moon playing too.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood.
Sorry.
Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and
Oh,
Durin
no.
are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Her eyes are cool.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The
Yeah.
Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you?
Yes. Let's do this.
No objections?
I'm
All
excited.
right.
Let's
Then
go.
it's settled.
Let's
This is the plan
go.
we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
Why is that so funny? He's like, no, you know, sometimes people just say things. They shouldn't be tied to that.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Heh. Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
Oh.
This plan can only work if
Who's the
everyone
sexy
does
owl?
their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
Well, that's the new one. Yeah.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe.
Mm-hmm.
So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here? In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
So, isn't it a thing? I don't know if that's with Faye, but in certain, like, belief systems and stuff, they're like, if you know someone's full name, you can use it to have power over them. Especially, like, magical creatures and stuff, and him being a Fae makes sense.
Okay, fine. Ugh, I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise?
A lot?
Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around?
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
I lost the name. Please, Mom. Please, Mom. Nope.
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain!
Yes.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then Nefer went and used it all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
The background music, it's so happy. It's kind of distracting.
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set?
No.
And we call it even.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it.
Really?
In fact, take it now. And I'll
I'm
even throw in a
surprised.
free Raker of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
Is that then the little pendant that Nefer was wearing in the dream? The thing that like shot out light? With an action plan in place, everyone chats among... You and Paimon decide to check in and see how each... Thank you. I know exactly what that said. So annoying. I can't read that fast. Tea. Look for Dory. Ma'am. Ma'am. I hope she comes back.
Dory! How are things going? Feeling ready?
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here!
Ah, it's so pretty! Did you make it?
What is it exactly? I had no idea you were so skilled with your hands.
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about Lucky Charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
Kave.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon.
What?
Mage Alice once warned me that
Alice.
this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis.
The
I
end of
passed
the
this
game.
on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kave to build this little contraption. As one of the top
Interesting.
Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice.
Ahita did, huh?
Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kave for you.
He's a perfectionist.
Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kave. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? Yeah, so nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Secretive, yeah, that's one way to put it.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case. Because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead. Huh? What does that look mean?
Him going. Without saying anything.
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
Apologies. This is not the Lord Sangamabe we're used to.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business.
That's weirdly wholesome.
And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes.
So, back to the pendant. You never intended to ask for it back, did you?
Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not.
She really isn't.
My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangamabe business model.
Does she have a conscience?
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
Lovely. Wait. It's in the wrong place. This is not the right size. Or it's not functioning correctly. There. Ooh, shiny. Like right there. Right there. Oh, look at her. She's so cool. I'm gonna assume it's there. Close enough. I will take that some other time. Hello, you two. Oh my god, that's so funny!
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
And like, you know, just rushed by before the actual characters in the scene. That's, oh my god, that's so good.
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Diren, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
Dissected, huh?
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
Yeah.
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul.
Oh.
Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the lifeform he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence? A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence.
I don't think he is an individual in the like the proper sense anymore.
Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rayhir of Solnari either.
But we are able to purify, right? So maybe we could technically purify his corpse, which might just disintegrate it.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Who is her creator, though?
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
It kind of looks like one of those like memory capsules or knowledge capsules from Sumeru, but with something else attached to it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
We will.
All right then. Stay safe.
Lauma and Varka.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
Flock. I guess that makes sense with her like design and stuff, but still.
My lady. What are you saying?
Kind of makes it sound like a cult. I don't know why.
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right.
Is it really the biggest in the entire world, ever?
For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hey, everyone.
So casual.
Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield.
Why is he so cheesy somehow? I don't know why. He's like a dad.
Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
And then it's Dane and Columbina. Okay. I didn't need to go any further.
Something
Emo.
on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleif?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
Definitely.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleif is yours.
I kind of agree with that, honestly. Cause like, yes, my name is Luna, and I did choose it. But I'm more attached to the meaning of my name than I am the shape of it. Like, you could call me Luna, or like Moon in any language, basically. Other than Albanian, because that belongs to my friend. And I would probably be fine with it, as long as you tell me that's what it means.
But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
Probably.
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated.
Still the place where he grew up. He probably has some good memories there too.
I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I think that should just mean that you have a responsibility to actually fight him. Rather than avoid it, kind of.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
They're friends!
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. Yet even now, they support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Oh, nice.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
Yeah.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing their help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good.
It normally does.
Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Hello.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
Sorry, we were just concerned about you.
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
And now you don't have to do it
That
alone.
doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
Us, Nefer, Flames, and Lauma. Sanctum of the Oathkeeper.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
I don't, but that's okay. Someone else does. The game does, so. Flames! She did it again. She flew by.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
She disappeared
Not
behind
too
him.
long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles.
Mm.
When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me.
Mm.
My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Not a bad thing, I think.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Literally what I just said. I agree.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Hello, Lauma.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine.
Thanks for everything.
Please. I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
The goods have been delivered, and the backup plan is on the way.
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
He released like, I'm trying to break out!
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
No shit.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
Yes.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
Yes.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Where did it come from?
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Yes.
Ready?
Let's go. I'm so excited.
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Eh. Ooh, look at that! it looks like he's in an eye as well. I like that they, like, in the loading screen have, like, made art for it. Guess I just gotta... Wait, he has hydro powers in this one. Ooh, nope. Oh no.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Move.
Close your eyes.
Forest, protect us.
Let me help you guys. Take this!
Hunt him down. Move.
Woo. These aren't characters that I
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
know how to use.
Can't hide the truth.
Water jet!
The mystery unravels.
For the everlasting
Does
forest.
she heal?
It all adds
Nope.
up.
Observe.
She does though.
No more lies.
Can I not use my own characters?
Hunt him down.
Wipe out!
Move.
Water jet!
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Pathetic.
Observe.
Moonlight betrays
Moonlight betrays you?
Are you quite finished?
By the frost moon of old. You poor lost lamb.
Go!
No more lies. Seek within. It all adds up.
Move.
Water jet!
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
I can actually
The
turn down
moon
the
will
volume a bit
protect
now.
you.
Yeah, where are you? Nope.
Move.
I have no idea where he is.
Go!
Maybe I just have to run around.
The moonlight betrays you. Move. The
Be
moonlight
silent.
betrays you.
Observe.
Do you see now? Fairphone, when will it be as you foretold?
I can't heal. Follow Lauma's what? There.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Ah,
No more lies.
but I can't track him when he does that? There we go. Okay, I got it.
Go! Yeah!
For the everlasting forest. Leave this place.
The night cometh. Be silent. Observe.
Futile.
Water jet!
Down.
No more lies.
Where are you? There you are.
Can't hide the truth. I better wrap this up.
You poor lost lamb. Stay your hand.
Futile.
The deception ends here.
Go!
I feel like I do so little damage to these characters.
By the frost moon of old. Forest, protect us. A grave transgression.
Be silent. Observe. To dust. Moonlight betrays you.
I'm doing such low damage.
It all adds up.
Futile.
No more lies.
Water jet! Bombs away!
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Leave this place.
Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
No more lies.
Water jet!
Pathetic.
For the everlasting forest. You poor lost land.
Move. Observe. Your little game of heroics is over. Move. Who wants to go first? Moonlight betrays you.
Is he doing the thing again?
Get out of my sight!
Nope.
No,
Oh, it's
we've been
just us
separated.
now.
Take.
You okay?
Never. Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
Destroyed. I told you before.
Probably because
Knowing
we
too
have like
much is
connections.
always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I think of moonlight blessing. I don't know what that means, but sure.
Lama! Can you hear me?
Silence.
The voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan.
I'm glad I have the sound on now because I would not be reading anything.
Keep stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
No more lies.
Go!
It all adds up.
Bombs away!
No more lies. The mystery unravels.
Something is healing us, but I don't know what, so...
Water jet!
I'm just gonna accept it and... say thank you.
Wipe out!
The deception ends here.
Kind of funny though, just to couch there for a moment. Oh my goodness. So slow.
Go!
Is there something I'm supposed to be doing that I'm not? Probably need that.
I got this! Yeah!
Nope. Is that correct? No, that can't be it either. Oh, I have to go.
The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
Your death is within my grasp.
Water jet!
Oh, I didn't get any. Oopsie.
Go! Bombs away!
Seek within.
Go!
Yeah, this isn't doing anything.
Wipe out!
The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? It's not really doing any damage.
Absurd. The deception ends here. No more lies.
He has a really cool weapon though, but...
Go! Can't hide the truth. Time to come clean. The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Wipe out!
Yeah, like, does it do any damage? It does not look like there's anything here for me to interact with either.
Curses. There's no other way.
Yeah, okay, so I wasn't supposed to win that. Good to know. That looks like a black hole.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power.
Ooh, we're stealing
That
it?
means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Nefer, your eyes are bleeding.
Ooh, that ain't good.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
Oh, the hands reaching for the moon in the background.
I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Yeah. Hate yourself.
Let's see what becomes of you!
Look at that.
What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
No, I thought it might have been man. It wasn't.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
This is cool!
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine Daughter in our midst.
How about that? Two, actually. Kind of. Push! Oh, please be okay.
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki.
Yeah.
Look familiar.
Heck yeah. Are you throwing him in space?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Bane!
Goodbye, Rerir.
Cool.
We won.
How are you doing? You're still a baby. I feel like we... Did we win? It feels almost too easy. Baby Durin. Yeah, Baby Durin. Dum, 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 dum. How long have I been going? I have been going over 2 hours. I should probably stop it soon. Once this is over.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
Can't she see?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
Is that permanent?
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
Right, her moonlight colored blood. I forgot about that.
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our
was
lives
necessary.
were at stake. We had to do something.
Necessary
Even
indeed.
so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good.
I'm thinking of like Mustang from Fullmetal Alchemist.
People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days.
It would be
Until
hard to keep
then,
your eyes open for 2
please
days.
Follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest.
Someone needs to go with sudden blindness isn't... You can't just go back home on your own then.
My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nodcry. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Yehoda shows up and helps Nefer get home. Okay, good. And you, of course, have Paimon to escort you back. The sight of Nefer navigating the road with her eyes closed is a new one for you. She proceeds cautiously, but as her silhouette disappears into the distance, you notice she seems almost smug.
There's something I want to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt.
Mm-hmm.
And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Okay. Meaning?
Huh. Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
And it's not like she uses her eyes like actual eyes normally anyway.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Oh.
Friends. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
You can't help but break into a smile at the word friends, as a warm and fuzzy feeling fills your chest. Ooh! One by one, your fellow teammates report in to inform you that everything is under control. Alright, gotta get my sound back. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I pressed the wrong thing. Oopsie. There we go. At Lauma's insistence, you lie down. You fought on the front line against Rere, and now you need rest. Oh, and there went my camera. Well, I will end after this then.
Yay! You're awake!
That we are.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
He's got a lot of...
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
That's a long time to sleep. What I was gonna say, rib camera? Yeah, rib camera. One day I will buy one more battery, but today is not that day. He's been getting a lot of lines this not cry, but I'm glad we're getting to hear a bit more of the Traveler, even though I don't normally have the sound now. But with the cold and everything. But yeah, one day, one more battery, and then we can have longer streams.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
The issue is that, like, this is an old camera, and so they don't make a whole lot of the batteries. So I kind of have to like wait until they're in stock. And they're like at least like 80 euros. So it's not super bad, but it's not great either. Else just get a webcam. I know, but like webcams deteriorate in a different way, right?
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those.
Not really? Not really? Really?
If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Well, I will leave this here today and look into possible webcams in the future, but this is where we're staying for today. Thanks so much for hanging out. We've gotten so far. Oh my god, I'm excited. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope to see you some other time. Please take care of yourselves, my stars, and